October 7th is Zurdo Ramirez's return. As they say, a battle of former champions, as he will be taking on the former 175-pound champion, Joe Smith Jr. Now, of course, most people know Zurdo is coming off of his unanimous decision loss against Dimitri Bivol back in November, right? And he did try to come back and fight again against Gabriel Rosado, but unfortunately, he missed weight by 7 pounds. Yeah, 7 whole pounds. I don't know how much I don't even know how you even miss weight that badly. But of course, he's fighting Joe Smith Jr., who is also coming off of his KO loss against Artur Beterbiev. And these two have a little bit more in common, as their most famous thing that happened in their careers are very weird ones, as Zurdo's is probably getting completely dominated against Bivol. And Joe Smith's probably most iconic moment is committing an act of elderly abuse as he knocks out 51-year-old Bernard Hopkins out of the ring. Like, first of all, who the hell let that? Who sanctioned that? About 51 years old, bruh. What did you expect was gonna happen? And Joe Smith is a power puncher. What you expect was gonna happen? I mean, he was doing good, I guess, but dude's an old man. Dude need to talk to his grandkids. All he's doing in the ring. But of course, the second one, which is the more actually better one, is that both of them started off at 168, or at least that I know of, started at 68, and are now in cruiserweight. 168, Zurdo collected the WBO Super Middleweight World Champion, and Joe Smith Jr. collected the WBC Interim title, which I would assume is the belt that he defended against the 51-year-old Bernard Hopkins. Womp womp. And of course, at 175, Joe Smith Jr. collected the WBO Light Heavyweight World Championship, which he failed to unify with Artur Beterbiev. But hey, at least he got a belt. Zurdo, unfortunately, could not capture a title at 175. And now both of them, coming off of losses at light heavyweight, are now in cruiserweight. Yay! 200 pounds. Yay! And of course, these people both pack a punch, as Zurdo Ramirez is 54-1 with 30 knockouts, and as we later figured out with Bivol, those 44 wins did not really do too much for him. And not to mention, they both fought Bivol. You know, I forgot to mention that they both fought Bivol too. Both lost, but Joe Smith actually visually hurt Bivol, unlike Zurdo. So hooray! That's another point for Joe Smith. But of course, he is coming off a unanimous decision loss of November 2022. And it is obviously his wins aren't that good, I guess. But anyways, Joe Smith Jr. has a less than satisfactory record, with a record of 28-4 with 22 knockouts and 2 losses coming by way of knockout. And of course, that was his most recent win, which he actually fought 5 months before Zurdo. So Zurdo will unofficially be a little bit more fresher than Joe Smith. But of course, we have to look at their knockout percentage. Joe Smith has a knockout ratio of 78.5, and Zurdo has a KO percentage of 68.18. Looks like Joe Smith Jr. seems to be the harder puncher, or at least pound for pound, I guess. Zurdo is 32, and Joe Smith Jr. is 2 years his senior at 34 years old. Now this one will definitely be an interesting matchup, as this one is 100% not going to decision. But of course, both these people struggle against fast individuals like Bivol. I mean, Smith got knocked out by Beterbiev, but then again he got bonked on the top of his head, so that definitely did not help him. But fortunately for both of them, neither of them are considered really fast punchers. I mean, they got good speed on it, don't get me wrong, but they both fight in a weird, clunky way. And of course, Joe Smith is the harder puncher. Can he beat Zurdo? To be honest, I don't think so. I mean, we still have to figure out how much, will is still left in, Zurdo Ramirez, because, that beatdown by Bivol and then missing weight by damn near 8 pounds definitely does something to someone's psyche. But Joe Smith Jr. seems more like the one that he's just here for a paycheck. I mean, it's damn near been a year, actually, since his last fight. Actually, I think it's been more than a year. Yeah, it has been more than a year since his last fight. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not gonna try his best in the ring. He's absolutely is going to try his best in the ring. I just don't know if he's trying his best in training. But of course, Joe Smith Jr. I think he's the better fighter of both of them. But I don't know. It depends on how Zurdo comes into this ring because Joe Smith can 100% knock out Zurdo. That's 100%, right? You know, to the head. I mean, I don't know how much of a body puncher he is. I don't know, but he is a very strong puncher, and he will fare well against Zurdo because Zurdo's not really the fastest fighter in the world. Especially now they're gonna go up to 200 pounds. That's quite a bit more weight. Weird thing is Zurdo will be 2 inches taller than Joe Smith, but will have a 1 inch reach disadvantage against Joe Smith. So I don't know if I were to put my money. Both of these people I'm pretty sure got the fight beaten out of them. Both of them. I mean, one kind of forcibly got it because he got hit in the top of his head and his legs don't work no more. But Zurdo, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, you know what? I changed my stance. I think this will be a decision win. I think. No, you know what? No, never mind. I lied. I got 11th round stoppage in favor of. Quick second while I do a very, very complicated procedure to figure out who I got winning. Well, in favor of Joe Smith Jr. That's right. Round 11th TKO via Joe Smith Jr. And the thing is, if both of them still actually want to continue fighting at the elite level and not just here to collect paychecks, this is their last opportunity. Whoever loses this, it's done. I hate to say it, but it's not gonna. It's gonna be really hard to get back to the elite level, especially at cruiserweight. But that's right. My official prediction is round 11th TKO over Zurdo Ramirez. It's gonna be very, very sad to watch it happen, but hey, that's life, I guess. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. The next video will, of course, be I would assume the KSI Tommy Fury fight. I think it takes October 14th. But other than that, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Mission is complete. Good work.